Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of T3 Alliance T3 Alliance show. This week, we're going to be talking about setting up a web camera and sending your photos to Google Photos. So here's what I've got to show you. This is a Raspberry Pi that's been put inside of a electrical conduit box, and notice there's um, a whole bunch of silicone right there that's plugged us into an extension cord that gets plugged in outside. And on this side, the students have hot glued, or actually silicone glued plus hot glued, a small little infrared camera. Notice this infrared camera is nothing more than the same kind of camera that we've been working with on basic Raspberry Pi stuff. This camera is just about, I think, $20 is what we found it for on Amazon. So this camera plugs right in and it operates in the same capacity. I am plugged in. I'm turned on right now. You can see the little thing flashing. So in order to show you what it looks like on the inside, I will jump over and get online. And I'll point this thing so that it's pointing at me and we'll get a chance to view it. I will show you that where we just deployed this thing, we put a little Wi-Fi hotspot on the inside of that so that we could get data, because the place where we put this was built for a garden project. We put it outside and it didn't have that capabilities. So with that being said, let me real quick just show you a quick presentation that the students put together that they did this last yeah, let me find it real quick. It's almost there. There it is. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Not that one. It's this one. Here is a location, and here's Jolie, one of my students from this summer, who is going to tell us about this project. Let's make it loud.
So my name is Jolie. I am a sophomore in the T3 Alliance program. So we are here at Pa'alaya, which is our school's community farm. This whole project was Adam's challenge to us to bring what we had learned in the classroom over summer here into our own community, into our own backyard. And so I tucked it into Holani because I thought that this place needed to get some attention, to get some love. So we had decided on building camera security systems so that we can monitor what happens in the garden and in this space right here, which is more of the classroom and the warehouse building. So we learned how to write mini grants over the summer, and so we used the same skill in November to write our mini grants so we could get funding for the cameras, the pies, anything that we needed to get the boxes up and running. And Mr. Woods accepted our mini grant, so we got what we needed. Yep, so today is install day. We're just making sure all the emails and everything are set up before the box is up, and then you can see if we get emails.
Okay, some of what you're seeing here is just so you can see where we're trying to put it. We put one up in a tree, and another is being put up at the main entrance to the farm. And if we show you, there's the people trying to put them up in the in the thing, angle the camera so that you can see anybody who comes in, like an intruder or something like that, and or see some pigs that might come into this farm area. And there we are, installing this little camera. As we mentioned there, and here's another one that we installed. This one actually, unfortunately, was stolen a little later, but that's regardless. We maybe got a video of who tried to take it, but it was mounted in a tree and pointed out over the garden. And there's the group of students that worked on this. So escape out of that. And now let's take a look at what the website actually looks like. So here is the computer. This is the Raspberry Pi device. Oh, hold on, you can't see my screen. Here is the Raspberry Pi device, right here, and I've logged into it on VNC Viewer. So notice that this is my IP address right up here, and essentially all I have is a very simple flow. It is like a repeat function where I said, hey, every 2 minutes I want you to inject something, and so that's done. And then we have the take photo node, and the only thing about the take photo node that's unique is that I said that make it like about this size of a photo. And then the last one is a little node called upload photo, and as we see here, we had to go to a Gphoto account, and I put one in called Garden Cam. And when you click on the edit button here, it says, hey, tell us where you want this to go to. So I went and built an account specially for this. Pa'alaya is the name of the garden, so Pa'alaya Classroom is the one, and then I put in the password right there. And yeah, so that gets done, and just like we always do, we hit deploy. And it's that simple, folks. All you have to do is click, do it, hit deploy, and you notice that every 2 minutes there's a little link that goes. And I just redid this here in this room a little bit ago so I could show all of you guys what it looked like. And here is my Gmail account that I signed into. The only purpose it has is Pa'alaya Classroom. And then here are the photos I've just been taking as it's been sitting over here in the corner. If I refresh my screen, I should be getting a whole bunch more. There's me scratching my head all the way down to me talking to you or something like that. So anyway, that's a lot of fun, and just so you guys know, and I'll put this as a link down below, we have a tutorial on this. It's called Node-RED Uploading Pictures to Google Photos. In the old days, we used to do sending an email, and I certainly tried that before, but Google Photos is a lot easier to take a whole bunch of pictures one after another and just have them on there. So if you don't have it yet, this manually. So in the terminal, enter this. So what you're going to do is copy this thing just like this, and use your copy command, and then in your VNC you're going to go over here to this little terminal up here, and you'll place it right there. Okay, Raspberry Pi will come up, and then edit, paste should come in there. Gphoto upload, and then it goes back and it does the whole thing. Okay, and then it's in there. Now I had it already done on this computer, so it's in there and it's running. But that's how you're gonna put that in there. And then once it's done, you just go get that upload photo node from the palette, and you stick it in there, and then you're off into the race. Okay, well, have fun with this, and let us know if you try any variations. Just as a little warning, if you take some really high quality photos, then, well, you can go through to 3.5 days for a biggish photo. You can go 17 days for a pretty small photo, or 98 days for a super small photo. If they're going up to your Google account, then shouldn't be any issue. And yeah, have fun. We intended to use this to monitor plant growth. So every 2 minutes, take a photo and or monitor somebody sneaking in. And we could have put a different kind of a trigger on that. But that's it for today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful time playing around with setting up your camera in a way that can be useful to someone in your community. So remember, it's knowing the tech skills, but then it's also saying, all right, who can I help and what can I do with this and what can I do to make a difference? So if this makes a difference, then the students can feel it and it works. All right, thanks everybody.